plants grow along the road like an unquenchable wildfire. I remember the times you used to think I was high, but I was too busy watching the waves of emotion crash over people like the tides in the ocean, push and pull. All you wanted was one more dance. I must confess I had no chance to renew myself or redo myself. You think I'm a crazy mess? Well, I agree. And you wanted to know, but I had no answer for you. Trapped under the thermometer, temperature 102. Give me life, give me love, give me lust. I'm sorry, I know I asked for too much. That's because I know it will never be enough. I remember when your hands drew circles on mine, your skin was cold. We were battling time. I never thought I'd become something that I'm not, but everyone does. Everyone does. You think I'm crazy? I think you think I'm crazy. Well, I guess I am. I am certainly not a lady, but please call me. Tell me you adore me. Tell me there's nothing wrong. I'm a perfect human being, but you never reciprocated my desires, even when we forced it. We always knew we'd be the liars who lied too often, too much, too heavy. I'm sorry I never put you first. I really hope you get me. And you wanted to know, but I had no answer for you. Trapped under the thermometer, temperature 102. Give me life, give me love, give me lust. I'm sorry, I know I asked for too much. That's because I know it will never be enough. So I guess the moral to the story, there's no morals and no story. In your iris lies the answer. Don't focus on the black center. Hurricanes can wash away the sins that you perceive as to be sins. My sins are spots and curls and skin. I'm sorry. You know I'm sorry. I never meant to alarm thee, and I know you're not as strong as you think. You're not a diamond warrior. Feet grow roots into the earth, and I'm a tree as well, but I'm growing much further away from you. No one hears us, no one hears the words we scream. They're just whispers, nightmares that scare little children. In the dark, under the bed is where it's hidden. In the dark, 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 dark. Keep me awake, I'm scared to fall asleep. You used to make flowers fall slowly from the ceiling. It was magic, some kind of superhuman. I can't hold it in, bursting with light. But to keep me away from the heat of the fire, I left. And if you still want to know, I still have no answer for you. Trapped under the thermometer, temperature 102. I'll give you life, I'll give you love, I'll give you lust. I'm sorry, I know I asked for too much. That's because I know it'll never be enough. No, it'll never be enough. No, it'll never be enough.
Odette, welcome to The Right Note.
Hello, lovely to be here.
And thank you for playing that lovely version of Lotus Eaters.
You are welcome.
So, from what I understand, that song actually stretches back quite a few years. Was that written while you were still at school?
Yeah, actually, I think I was in about year 10, and it was the first ever spoken word that I ever wrote. And yeah, so it's very special to me. It's pretty old.
Yeah. How do you remember all those words?
I don't know. I think, yeah, I don't know. I just I wrote it, just filed it away.
It's all just in there.
It's all just there.
Yeah, right. So you, I think the first we ever heard of you was when you were about 15, when you uploaded a couple of songs to Unearthed.
Yeah.
And then you got signed to EMI when you were 17. What did your fellow school students think about all that?
There were some that were like, this is so cool. And then there were some that were kind of just like, all right, like, go perform an assembly. Like, you know.
Show us.
Show us. Yeah,
Right.
do it. But yeah, it was mostly really supportive. I've had really good friends too throughout this whole experience. So yeah, really, really quite nice. Nothing too bad to report.
That's good. Did it set the, I guess, the template? Were there other kids at school all of a sudden thinking, oh, if I just do what Odette did, or Georgia, as you were, I guess, then going under?
Sally Banks, is like the teachers would call me.
Right.
I don't know. I think there were quite a few performers in my year. We were pretty, it was a pretty good school to go to because you kind of had a lot of outgoing people. But yeah, it was kind of nice to kind of see maybe the younger years kind of be like, heck yeah, gonna sing in this assembly. Was
there ever a sense that you might drop out of school and just really focus on?
A couple of times.
Yeah.
But my deputy principal was a complete legend and pretty much carried me over that line.
Right.
Yeah, she was awesome. She kind of kept me going.
Yeah, nice. So you've been working, I suppose, since leaving school and probably even a little bit while at school on your debut album, To a Stranger. What does it mean to you to finally have this record out, having worked on it for a good 3 to 4 years?
A lot. Yeah, I think these songs I wrote when I was, 15, and they kind of have always meant a lot to me because, back in the day when I was writing, I didn't exactly know what I was writing about. And now I can kind of look back and go, wow, that was my headspace then. I'm a completely different person now. And it's kind of cool to have everything as one work because it's like a little time capsule of how I've progressed in thinking, and I think that's really special.
Yeah, and you've worked with some great people on the album.
Yeah, truly.
Your producer Damien Taylor, who's worked with Bjork and the Killers, and songwriters such as Charlie Hugel, who's worked with Florence and the Machine and Ed Sheeran, and Australia's very own Sarah Aarons, who's worked with, of course, Zed. I mean, what did you learn about songwriting from some of these people?
So much. Sarah kind of, when we were writing together, it was her, me, and Alex Hope just in a room, and it was awesome. It was the most girl power session I think I've ever had. And she just taught me so much about how to kind of phrase your words and sentences so that you're getting the most out of the imagery you want to say. She has such a vivid way of writing and such a to the point way of writing that I really admire her for it. Yeah, she's a knockout. And Charlie was super cool because obviously I worked with him when I wrote Watch Me, Read You and Collide. So that was the messy times. So he was just really great in getting me into the studio and just kind of letting me kind of pour my heart out and not coming over the top of that with a specific style or sound, just kind of letting me write and also just adding these beautiful moments to it. So that was amazing. And then obviously Damien, he's Damien, he's fantastic. He did this whole album. He's just literally such a cool guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, he taught me so much about the process of producing and finding these sounds and finding your specific sound, even if it's just for an album and not you in general. It was just, there was so much that I learned in this whole process.
Cool. Did he have any anecdotes from working with all the artists that he's worked with over the years?
A few.
That you can share?
No. I didn't ask him too much, actually. I was a bit too kind of I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to push it. No, he had a couple stories, but I can't share.
Okay, maybe when the cameras stop. And you mentioned the messy times, and there's a sense when you listen to this album that it's a very cathartic record for you. Did you find the process of putting your thoughts down on paper and your feelings down on paper and then performing them, was it as cathartic as it sounds?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really emotional writing these songs because everything is about an actual experience or an actual thing that's happened. There's not really, there are a couple of stories in there that are just for fun. Come Close is a bit of a story. There's nothing really there. Maybe a little bit. But most of the time, it's quite therapeutic because I get to kind of feel these emotions but also let them out in both a physical way with playing and singing and also writing them out. It's just a complete release of any kind of tension in regards to what I was writing about. So yeah, it's really great.
And are any of the, subjects that you're writing about, are any of those people aware of that they've made it onto your record?
No. Are you slyly trying to be does the guy know that it's about him?
Well, maybe. Does he?
I haven't seen him since. Actually, I've seen him a couple of times since, but the one time he came up and was like, hi, and I was like, don't talk to me, and
Right,
walked
okay.
away. So,
Listen to the song.
well, no, I didn't say anything to him because it's a waste of my time. But, no, I mean, I don't really care if he knows at all. I think it's more for me
Yep.
and for what other people can take from it. But, yeah, no,
Cool.
he's pretty irrelevant.
Yeah. Well, Watch Me Read You was a song that you mentioned earlier. And I guess that was, I suppose, kind of your breakthrough song in a way, and that number 56 in the Hottest 100.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, what was that moment like when you found that out?
I was at a pool party. Okay, this is a good story. I was at a pool party, and by pool, I mean like a little blow-up pool. Like, it wasn't like cool people pool.
Yeah.
It was like a chair and a tennis ball floating in this kiddie pool.
Right.
It was, yeah. But it was great fun because it was a boiling day. And I was about to leave because I had another party to go to. I don't go out very much, so when I do, it's usually like got lots of stuff going on. But yeah, I was literally walking out of the house, of like my best mate's house, and all of a sudden they were like, number 56. And it was like, do, 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 do,
Yeah.
do. And I was like, ah! I like dropped to the ground and everyone was like screaming. It was insane. I'm pretty sure neighbors would have been like, what's happening there?
Yeah.
Like, is everyone okay? But we lost it, like truly lost it for a solid like half an hour. It was
great.
nuts. Oh, such a cool moment.
Did you expect it to...
No, because I figured once it had gone past like maybe like the 90s days, I was like, it hasn't been out that long. It's been out for like what, like 6 months at that stage. So I was like, you know what, it's fine, it's cool. And then 56, I was just, I couldn't even believe it. It was awesome.
That's great. So with To a Stranger finally out, what is next for you? What does the rest of the year hold in store?
We'll have a tour in August. Which I'm very excited about. Really excited to kind of travel to places I haven't been before, like Frio, and I'm pretty sure like other places in Brisbane I haven't been to either. Yeah, there's other stuff. I'm touring with the Cat Empire in, I believe it's October.
Great.
Can't remember the exact month, but you know.
Right. And will there be some overseas work, do you think?
Oh, possibly. Well, I was there recently, so I was just in London like about a month ago now, and that was really, really awesome. It was so good.
Are you doing shows there?
Yeah, I played my first like proper show in London, which was cool. It was at the Slaughtered Lamb.
Yep.
Insanely titled place, but it was a really nice venue. It was cool. My granddad came.
Oh, great.
And he wore a suit.
Nice.
It was lovely.
That's great.
It was really lovely.
Awesome. Well, we wish you the best of luck with all that and with the album, and thank you once again for coming on the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Watch me read you the turning pages of an epic, dissected hallucinogenic, black coffee addict, life ended, lies cold on that metal tray, wasting away. I watch him sneer at me from beyond the grave. I hear him call for me. Watch me read you. I get scared when it falls dark. The creeping shadows up my arm. The sneaking scarecrows work their charm is circumstantial. The way I blink when you get mad, feel disarmed when you get sad, but turn to run when we fall back on old behaviors. When the flavor turns from sweet to sour, that's the hour that I seek the heavy hearts and tired retreats where the words of hatred watch it seep through skin like sap through bark. I cower in the dark to your return. When will I learn? We never wanted to be more than just a silhouette, breathing the smoke from others' miles and lying in the dirt. So make a promise, but then later we can just forget. It's hard to let your breath out when you're used to holding it. She'll go, cut her through the window. It's her, maybe it's a shadow. You never wanted to be more than just a silhouette, but when you cry, the light reflects and I see you again. Watch me read you, like words ripped right off the page. Another ghost, another day of melancholy, UV rays and a heavy eyelids. You just decided not to care, compressed your fears and cut your hair, lifted your shirt to find there's nothing there. Now read me. Red wine, copper stain with curly hair and crazy eyes, impulsive mouth. She loves the rain but not the dark. You feel insane. The overpass web of blood. She turns to you to say, hey, we can't exist. And in that moment, it's just bliss. It's like you've missed 1,000 years and as you kiss, it's like you drift between here and there, between real and fake. As I hold my breath, I can't see your face. Watch me, read you, read them, read us. Everyone's a burning book and trust and lust and love and what we are and what we're made of. We never wanted to be more than just a silhouette. Breathing the smoke from others' minds and lying in the dirt. So make a promise, but then later we can just forget. It's hard to let your breath out when you're used to holding it. She'll go, got her through the window. It's her, maybe it's a shadow. You never wanted to be more than just a silhouette. But when you cry, the light reflects and I see you again. So don't just see me, oh, surround me. It's getting harder, babe, to focus on just one thing. It's enigmatic, truly astounding, the way we stand together, but we are still drifting. You are so absent, but you consume me. And when the sun goes down, the night it wraps around me. You try to stand still, I can't help moving. You're like the moon that draws a tide that rushes through me. We never wanted to be more than just a silhouette. Breathing the smoke from others' mouths and lying in the dirt. So make a promise, but then later we can just forget. It's hard to let your breath out when you're used to holding it. She'll go, got her through the window. Oh, it's her, maybe it's a shadow. You never wanted to be more than just a silhouette. But when you cry, the light reflects and I see you again. I see you again. I watch you read me, the burning pages of my life reduced to ash. And overnight I find my body is not mine.